Hello, everybody. This is Devopriya this side from Entrepreneur, the Business Incubator. Today, it's after a long time that we have come up with a startuppreneur session, and today we have with us Prashanta from Voltron. So, hi, Prashanta. Welcome,
Hi,
welcome
hi,
to the
Devapriya.
show. Yeah.
Hi, Devapriya.
Yeah. So, Prashanta, starting with our talk, can you just tell us something about Voltron? What is it about? Just briefly.
Uh, yeah, Voltron is actually a baby which came up during the lockdown, and it is actually targeted at giving real value to customers and focusing on the hinterland which nobody else is looking at this moment in the electric cycle segment. The Voltron electric cycle is supposed to be a crossover between a cycle and a scooty. It can
Okay,
carry two
cycle
people. It,
scooty का hybrid है.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And in fact, there is a gentleman. I'll be sharing his video shortly on our YouTube channel. He's from Bandipur in Rajasthan, which is quite an interior area. And
Okay.
there, these people's experience is something that we should actually listen to in terms of how useful they find this electric cycle. So our idea was essentially to give more value to a customer in terms of the money that he spends, because at this point in time the market is full of a number of options, but all of them are exorbitantly priced. They don't have the adequate range. So that was the reason we said we will give a 100-kilometer range, we'll give pillion riding, and we'll give a cycle which is fully loaded with brake light, hazard light, headlight, everything. And
So,
it is very good to see that people have actually accepted it with open arms.
yeah. That is the most supreme feeling for an innovator. That the product that they have made with all love, it is being accepted. It is being accepted from the audience point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Prashant, talking about this, I am very much interested to know about the features of your hybrid. The features of your hybrid. Yes.
It weighs much less than a scooty. It weighs about 27 kg. And
Okay.
I was actually going through this video that I was talking to you about. So this guy said
Yeah.
something which never came to my mind. He said, अगर स्कूटी गिर जाएगा तो you might break your leg. इसके साथ तो वो रिस्क भी नहीं
Oh
है.
wow,
Kind of a
that's like a
thing.
compliment to your product. That's a
Yeah,
compliment.
yeah. And this travels 100 kilometers on a single charge, purely on the throttle mode. If you use
Wow.
pedal assist, it can go up to 150 kilometers. And this is a range that I don't think any cycle has the world over. It allows for pillion riding in terms of the fact that two people can ride on the cycle, which is like a scooty. And it has all the state-of-art
What is the
features in
cost?
terms of
What is the cost? What is the cost range?
35,000 rupees and plus
Oh
the
wow.
5,000 GST that is there.
Oh
So we
wow.
have
That's
priced,
like
yeah, we have
quite
priced it in
affordable.
such a way that, yeah, that it is affordable and it gives you value for money rather
Yeah.
than pricing it at 55, 65. The technology that we use in the cycle is a mid-drive technology. And if you look at cycles worldwide which use mid-drive technology, they are priced beyond 1,90,000, and we are giving it for 35,000. So
So, what about the like? Since how long have you been working on this technology?
I, as I told you, all this happened during the lockdown.
Uh-huh.
So we were actually working on the motorcycle. We had finalized it, but the day we finalized the design and the color and stuff, the day after that the lockdown happened. And then for
Okay.
about 2 months, we were at a loss of what to do and where to go, because we are a bootstrapped company and funds are thin. So then we thought of developing something which required lesser investment, but so we developed the Voltron cycle.
So, like till now, how many cycles have you sold? Cycles
We
would
have
not give the right word. Hybrid is the right word for me, I think.
Right,
So how many have you sold till date?
we have sold close to 450 as on date.
Wow, that is a good number, Prashant. Like,
Yeah,
having started during March, and this is,
yeah,
this is just a year, and you have sold
yeah,
around more than 400 units.
yeah.
Okay,
And
and the
we
larger
and
chunk went to, the larger chunk went to which sector?
in fact, actually, when people ask me as to what the target segment is, I hate to answer that question because even I was bombed when I saw the sales going to. It has gone everywhere in all stratas and all section of societies. In fact, there is the latest order that I have is from Bombay, from a person who does sample collection of blood for some lab.
Okay,
So,
okay,
so, so that is the way it has been. It has got to remote areas like Gaya. There is a particular place called Sher Ghati in Gaya, which is quite
Mhm.
remote. It has gone to places like Bandikoi that I talked to you about.
yeah.
And we have a distributor which we have finalized in Nagaland who will be doing the entire of Northeast for us. So
Nice.
it has been very encouraging.
So, like, how do you, like, according to your present mindset, according to,
Yeah,
like, you must have got customer reviews about it. Okay,
yeah,
so you must have analyzed your product yourself. So,
yeah.
what are the changes you think that you should be doing in this product?
We have already done the changes that were needed depending on customer feedback, and now I think the product is absolutely the way it should be for a customer. Because
So,
initially we had a charging point which was inside the cycle. You needed to open a box to charge the cycle.
okay,
So people said that is a little inconvenient. So now we have done it externally.
okay.
And
So, do you think that the like modifications in a prototype or in a product, for that, say final
yeah,
product, modifications
yeah.
in a final product is largely proportional with cost rise of the product?
No, I don't think so. See, cost does not cost is not a very big factor when you talk about improvement in a product because those improvements are very minor improvements that are required. But you need to be open to the idea that you need to evolve the product in terms of what the customer wants. So that is more essential.
Because the reason I ask this is because most of the startups I have been working with, or that, like, we interact with on a daily basis, they have this like a larger chunk of startups or the companies have this mindset that if we have to give some additional values to the product, then the cost has to rise. It is that kind of a mindset that we have in the market.
I think that is not the correct mindset to be with. And because see, changes when you are in this sector, you know what it costs to bring about a change in the product that you are dealing with. And those costs, when you have the basic things set up, then those costs are marginal costs. Like the Bhubaneswar dealer that we have, uh, Shobhagya is his name, a lovely guy. So he told me, why don't we put a GPS tracker into the cycle? All right, and we can charge the customer for it. So I said, let me see and work it out. I worked it out, and I said, well, let's do one thing. We'll put this tracker in all the cycles, and anybody who wants to activate it would have to pay 1,200 rupees for a month. So it's sir, ये तो बिल्कुल आप क्या बात कर रहे हो, तो कोई भी ले लेगा. Idea is that, so, but then when you are working it out with a vendor, then you need to work it out, and because you have volume, all right. So you're telling them that I'm going to put this in every cycle, and I'm going to give you 500 in every month.
True, true. So,
So the
having said
incremental,
that, yeah. So, having said that, Prashant, like, you have put across a very lovely example. So, with that
yeah,
example, you have been thinking so much about the I won't say cost cutting, but I would say you have been like taking care of the marginal value of your product and the customer value, the product
Yeah,
value
yeah,
and customer value, both hand in
yeah,
hand. So
yeah.
balancing that is really tough. It's not an easy task. Let me tell you, it's not easy. And the reason
No,
I'm telling it's not easy
yeah,
because for a startup it is not at all easy. Okay, because there comes
uh,
a time where you are done bootstrapping, and then
yeah,
what? So
uh,
my next question for you would be that you bootstrapped or have you got an investment from somewhere or a loan? How have it been till date?
no, we are still bootstrapped, though we are in talks with Bank of Baroda for a loan,
Uh-huh.
uh, which is not as easy as the government makes it to be.
So talking about bootstrapping, like
Yeah,
how much amount have you pushed in till date? You don't have to give me the
I,
exact figure, but approx.
should be about some 4.5 crore of it.
So, having put in that much amount, now that you're tasting success, so it might be feeling really good. But what I can understand is that this is whatever is going on in your startup right now is just you are just heaping up
Yeah,
slowly and
yeah,
slowly. But you want
yeah,
exponential growth. You are
right,
seeking for exponential growth, right?
right,
So, which you might need investors to pitch in with your
right.
startup. So have you
Yeah,
approached any investors?
I approached a lot of them, but
Okay.
my experience has been little. I'm a little wary of them now.
Yeah, yeah.
though I would love to have an investor on board who can think of the product in terms of the what the product is, and they ask for your flesh, and they want your blood.
So how much equity are you ready to dilute? My question will
I
be
I
simple.
yeah, I was ready to dilute about anywhere between 10 to 15%.
Okay.
But these are because see when you are talking about valuation, what is valuation? You are making a projection 18 months down based on what you are doing now. Now, what I am doing now, if you extrapolate it 18 months down, the figures are going to be mind blowing, yeah.
So
And if you want to,
there are two kinds of valuation. One is pre-money valuation, like pre-investment valuation. One is
right,
post-investment valuation.
right,
So
right,
there are investors who ask for any one of them or both of them, so that
right.
they can tally and understand that how is this project or how is this startup going to work. Okay,
There will be
so
a what I told them was, this is it. This is what we are doing. This is where we are now. You get the projection made yourself. You tell me that the projection is this, and then let's talk about fund. Now,
so you know
once you say this to them, they say no. We are not talking about valuation because that is an alien thing. That is something hypothetical. Let us talk about what you'll give and what you want.
so you know what, this is something like there were times in the startup ecosystem where startups used to pitch to
Yeah,
investors. Now
yeah,
it is not that way. Now it is both the
yeah,
ways. Both of them pitch to each other. The
yeah.
startup has to like the investor. The investor has to like the startup. Both.
Right,
So it
right,
is not a
right,
single-sided business anymore.
right,
And it is
right.
no more a nodding head that yeah, okay, done, we are on. It's no more that way like
I
anymore.
think I think I have been unfortunate that way that I have not been able to find somebody who can think the way I think about the product and
So
because
for that,
see
I'll suggest
this
you keep pitching. I'll suggest you keep pitching. You will surely get a match. Like, it's like finding an investor or finding a startup for investment. Both are ways. It is like finding a bride or a groom. I'll tell you, it is no less than that.
uh, I keep talking to people who approach me. I am still open to the idea. Let's see when it fructifies.
Yeah. So, like, maybe, our discussion would be very helpful for people to like or investors to actually understand what your idea is or how you want to go forward.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving forward, Prashant, since I've learned about your patent, the bag of patent that you carry. So you carry four patents with you.
Yeah.
You have four patents on your name, four patents. Okay. So, but when was your first patent granted? Hello, am I audible, Prashant? I think we lost him. Just give us some time and
The patent that
yeah, I think he
yeah,
got
the
a
first
call.
one was the first one was awarded in 2018, and that is the only one that has been awarded. All the others are published. None of them has been granted.
Okay, so still you have been able to apply for four patents, right? Four
Yeah.
patents. So, what are these four patents? Like, which domain does these patents come under?
They are all related to electrical power generation, and one of the products which was awarded to me, we called it the Need Urja, and it is there on YouTube also.
Okay.
Though there are very hardly 200 views to that product. I had the fortune of going and meeting the Defense Minister, Mr. Manohar Parrikar, and
Okay.
pitching the product to him as well, because I wanted it to be used by the Indian Army, and he was quite open to the idea. But unfortunately, nothing happened thereafter. But he was a great gentleman, and the experience was fantastic. And all the other patents that I've applied for, which have been published, and publishing and granting of a patent are two completely different things, are all related to perpetual energy generation, which is considered to be a theoretical impossibility.
So, Prashant, the reason I emphasized on having four patents on your name was,
Yeah.
I have seen many innovators, running behind the fact of patenting, and then having no roadmap to what next to patent or what parallel to
Yeah.
patent.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I have also seen people speaking not speaking, like people having patents on their name, multiple patents on their name, but no encashing values, no
Yeah.
monetary benefits out of it. So, what do you have to say about it? Like, how do you see this market?
See, actually, of what I see, because I have read more than 5,000 patents myself before I started applying for them, and what you said is absolutely correct. There are 90% of the patents which are just lying there and they have not seen the light of the day. Now, the reason for that I feel is one, because when you are working on a particular thing that you have on your mind, it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of money. And at the end of it, you find yourself at the rock bottom.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
doing something about it requires money, which unfortunately you don't have at that point in time. If you talk to investors, then investors, as I told you, are what they are. So consequently, you end up not doing anything about it, because see what happens is, I'll tell you what I felt. Those patents that you get done are so close to your heart, and they are so close that you don't want to give it to somebody who does not understand the value of that. So that, I believe, is a problem with people who try to do something which is
So, most of the patents, how I say it is, most of the patents die between publishing and granting.
you are absolutely
Between
correct.
that,
You're
yeah.
absolutely
Because then they are
correct.
not ready to take the claims. They are not
Right,
ready for the examination.
right.
Okay, and then
You're
they dive
absolutely
into
correct.
something else.
Right. That time period is too long, Devapriya. Actually, what there needs to be a change in terms of the fact that the patent has been published. You give 3 months for objections to be raised, and then you go in for examination. But if
Yes.
between the time you file a patent to the time it is published to the time it comes up for examination is almost 3 years.
True. So,
So if
you
you are
know,
asking,
having said this, when you're saying this, the another important point that comes to my mind is people have to understand, like the patent applicators or the applicants, sorry, the
yeah,
patent applicants and the innovators, even the mentors, they have to
yeah,
understand that patent application doesn't have to go alone. It can go
yeah,
hand in hand with the MVP or the prototype. Like patent
right, right.
is just like an ornament. वो हो रहा है, उसका application करते रहो. But on the other side, you have to keep going with your product, launch it in the market,
Yeah,
go to the market,
yeah.
learn about it. That has
You
to
have
go
to
on.
yeah, yeah. You have to start commercializing it. See, the idea of a patent is what? The idea of the patent is that it gives you the first right on the technology or the design.
Exactly.
All right.
It
So
doesn't tell
once
you
you have
that
filed,
you should not launch it in the market before we give you the
exactly,
grant.
exactly, exactly, exactly.
So, one such example is, something that we were discussing off the record, like off the session.
Yeah,
We were discussing about
yeah.
one of your product that you are going to launch in April end. So, if you can
Yeah.
just talk about that product.
It is an electric harvester, and it is the one of its kind all over the world. And it is actually I'm giving it a tagline which says Atmanirbhar Kisan, because we talk about Atmanirbhar Bharat. So because it will allow a farmer to harvest 1 bigha of land in 1 hour
Okay.
easily, and which now at this point in time he requires at least 4 to 5 people to do that. It takes the whole day, and
Uh-huh.
the average cost of doing it works out anywhere between 3,500 to 4,000 rupees. With this product, he will be able to do it. One person will be able to do it in 1 hour, and the cost of doing it would be 25 paisa.
Okay. Okay. So, Pradhan, like you have come up with multiple such technology or multiple such equipments and
Yeah,
motorcycles and hybrid machines. So,
right,
of late we know that our ecosystem and our like even politically and even our socio-economically, we are moving towards a healthier environment. We want to imbibe that healthy environment in our daily routine or daily chores.
right, right,
So, there are several companies who have come up with hybrid vehicles and
right,
battery, like
right,
lithium batteries, sodium
right,
batteries. So,
right.
like, how do you see yourself in the market? Like, in terms of, you can say either competitors or, you can say people who are in your domain. Like, how do you see yourself in that?
So till now, what I perceive from the market is that people think that we have priced the product too low, and it was a conscious decision, to tell you frankly, because we wanted that to be a deterrent for anybody else who wanted to come in. And competition, when we talk about competition, as of now, uh, in terms of what the Voltron electric cycle offers, and vis-a-vis the price that we give it for, there is no active competition as of now. But yes, definitely competition will come in. But I think if competition comes in, it is good because it
Mhm.
expands the market. And so
Yeah.
we should not be scared of competition. We should rather welcome competition, because you are alone doing something and there are four people doing it together. Uh, Both
Yeah,
are completely
obviously.
different
So
things.
that is a very healthy way of looking into competition or looking towards competition.
Yeah.
So that's a constructive way rather than the destruction that we tend to
Yeah,
hear.
I think that I think that is the way you should look at it. Because see, the market is huge, and there is a place for everybody there. So it does not. There is no point in trying to pull people down and paint them black. And
True, true. We have like इतने करोड़ों की आबादी में हर एक घर में 2 से 3 व्हीकल्स तो है ही, ठीक है, अर्बन फैमिलीज में तो है ही, उसको भी अगर हमें रिप्लेस करना है तो यार 10-15-20 कंपनीज तो चलते हैं.
Rather 100. Let 100 of them come in. Even then, everybody is going to have space for.
Exactly. So
And
you know,
I'll share something very heartening with you. The cycle has got such a great pull abroad. We have inquiries from Denmark, from New Zealand, from Australia,
look
from
at
UK.
So you know
I
what?
think,
Yeah. Please say.
yeah, I think we'll be shipping our sample pieces to them by the end of April.
Oh, that's really great. That's really great.
Yeah.
So you know, Atmanirbhar Bharat is going abroad now. So Prashant, you know, I'm again interested to know about one thing. Like you know, when like I have seen many startups, you know, launching, like working behind launching of e-vehicles and these kind of battery operated vehicles. So the problem that they face is the certifications that they need to get from ICAT or ARAI. I think.
Yeah.
I think these are the you know
ICAT.
associations. Yeah. So ICAT. So what are the other certifications, or what is the process of this application? Like, if you can just give some light.
See, I for the motorcycle we needed that, and I think ICAT is quite an open organization, and
Okay.
I was in touch with one Mr. Prashant. His name is also Prashant, so I was in touch with him, and they are very open, and you can go and talk to them, and they're very open about the criteria on which they judge the electric vehicle. And I'll give you an example. There's an incline test that they do, gradient test that they do.
Okay.
So I asked them, I asked them, what gradient do you test it on? They said 7 degrees. तो मैंने बोला सर 60 डिग्री पे टेस्ट ही क्यों करते हो? तो यहाँ पे बम्प्स होते हैं 60 डिग्री से ज्यादा. So they said बस है criteria तो करते हैं. I said right. So they are very helpful, very forthcoming, and you don't need any agents to be in between. You can go and directly approach them. Meaning this government has actually brought about that into our system, wherein you can directly go and talk to these people, and they are very.
What's the cost structure for these certifications?
The costs are fixed. Like if you want to do it for a motorcycle, it costs about 11 to 12 lakh of rupees. If you want to get it done for a e-rickshaw, it costs about 5 to 6 lakh of rupees. So it is fixed. The structure is fixed. ये नहीं कि आपको कुछ बोल रहे हैं किसी और को कुछ बोले. There is a rates card. It is there. You pay this much, you get it done. And the best part of getting these approvals is all these tests are done in front of you. So you cannot later on complain कि नहीं इन लोगों ने बिना मतलब के reject कर.
So this is something like वो driving license मिलने के लिए जो करना पड़ता है, something like that.
No, it is much more gruesome, but something like that.
You are getting a vehicle on road after this, so obviously it has to be crucial.
Yeah.
So So Prashant, you know, since we are talking about on these lines, so Prashant, you know, you started Voltron during pandemic.
Yeah.
That is like the first milestone. You already acquired your first milestone by coming forward with it during like pandemic. And also, I would like to know, like, what were you doing before Voltron? Like, did you have any other company, or you were into, you know, job, or what were you doing? And how did that affect this?
So see, actually, if you ask me frankly, I think bad times bring out the best in you. So during the pandemic, because the motorcycle project completely went to the back burner, so I was actually at a loss of what to do. So finally, you needed to do something which required less investment, but could be good enough to earn your bread and butter.
Survive in the market.
Yeah, so we decided on the cycle. As far as my journey is concerned, I am a postgraduate in economics from the Delhi School of Economics. So I did sales for about 15 years thereafter, and I am fortunate to have a set of very very supporting parents and who believe in me, and my wife who carries my craziness along with her and supports me there. My two kids who are like a reboot button for me. So that was the way it has been. I did sales for about 15 years, and then I went into active hands-on research, which was the period in which I filed for these patents. And then I burnt out, and so I thought I needed to do something to earn some money for my family. That was then when all this
So,
started.
this is like what comes in my mind right now is you wanted to come up with a hybrid motorcycle, right?
No,
Like it
I
was like an
actually
yeah, you
no,
wanted to come up with an e motorcycle.
no, no. I wanted to come out with a motorcycle that won't require to be charged.
Okay, okay, fine. So you wanted
Meaning,
to come up with
you could,
that, and you had already planned everything. Just because of
yeah,
pandemic, you were struck, right?
right,
So when you came up with this hybrid motorcycle and cycle thing, okay,
yeah,
this bike and cycle ka amalgamation, when you brought
right,
this in the market, so even while bringing this, there were hiccups, okay, which we are not going into detail right now, but there must be hiccups in between also.
yeah,
Am I audible? Am I audible?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So even while bringing this product into the market, which you have already
yeah,
brought and established, even during this time, you might have faced certain difficulties, certain hurdles, hindrances, right? Am I audible? We have lost him for a few seconds. I think he got a call. So, how do you like this session going? Please DM us, and then in few seconds we'll be again coping back with him. So, what is it that you would like to start with an e-vehicle business or in an e-vehicle business? What kind of business would you like to have? I'm just asking my audience if you would like to come up with anything new in this. I think